going on there, guys? We back with another one. And today we got to talk about Jason Whitlock taking his stabs at Ryan Clark. Now, Ryan Clark has been his latest target. And this is why I say, like, even when Jason Whitlock might make a good point or two, seems like he's just playing the clickbait game as far as just saying people's name, throwing stuff at the wall, seeing if it sticks. Because he was going at Stephen A. Okay, who do I go at next? Ryan Clark. He's on First Take sometimes. He's on ESPN. You know, he has the Pivot podcast. Let me go at him. And so Ryan Clark was talking about the Deshaun Watson, Brady, Quinn back and forth. And I'm going to play that right now. Check it out.
I do believe the difficult part for Brady here is that race does come into play, because it's going to seem as a white man who is analyzing football is questioning the work ethic of a black player, right? Which we all can't do because we can't put ourselves in Deshaun's place. But I think to take it to the massage thing and make a joke, I think when Brady Quinn makes a joke about the massage situation and accusations, it's disrespectful on many levels. It's disrespectful to the women who are involved in that situation.
Yeah.
If they have been through what you're suggesting they've been through, because to make that joke, it seems as if you're criticizing Deshaun or putting him in that place of being wrong. So if he is wrong, then there's someone who had to be wronged in that situation. And so now it's disrespectful to those young ladies. On the other side, it's also disrespectful to Deshaun Watson in the sense that it hasn't been proven he's done any of these things. And so now, as someone who is respected as doing their job with a certain level of professionalism, which he told me on the phone when we talked about C.J. Stroud and casting aspersions on his character as well, right? He does. And I do think he's good on TV. And so now this is, where there's smoke, there's fire. And I'm going to be honest, I don't pay attention to him enough to know how he critiques the character of white quarterbacks. So maybe there is times where he's casting aspersions on them as well. But I know this is two black quarterbacks. And I think that's the problem. When you start to do your job by assessing the character of the man, right, not the success or production of the player. And we can't do that when we do our job. And it's really getting to a point of being disrespectful for Brady.
So Jason Whitlock quotes that on Twitter and responds, "Good Lord, just embarrassing." So a few days later, Ryan Clark is talking about the way Kirk Cousins healed from his Achilles injury, and he likened it to Kobe Bryant. And Jason Whitlock quoted that. He said, "This is what you have to do when you're constantly playing the race card as a make good on your race baiting. You compare Kirk Cousins to Kobe Bryant. Make it make sense. Good Lord, this is clownish." So Ryan Clark finally clapped back. He said, "I compared the reaction to his Achilles injury, which is very clear if you read and listen. That and that only. You just need something to be relevant. I talk about me too if I were you. You're welcome." So Ryan Clark finally clapped back. And also Marcellus Wiley has accused him of race baiting recently too. And so you got people in the comment sections going at Ryan Clark saying that the Pivot is not a place for therapy. And Ryan Clark pointed out that when Mike Beasley came on, people didn't say that. They were happy that he got the forum. He got the opportunity to express himself to people about some of the hardships he fell on and the way he feels about his career and some of the things in his past. And that's why I always say, you know, money just can't make everything go away. It'd be a lot of damage done that, you know, you have to work out with God, you know, and you know, you have to go see people to help you mentally get past these roadblocks. But my point is, nobody was saying that when Mike Beasley was on there. They said good interview, good job, but they saying that he's trying to overly be a therapist at this point and trying to talk too deep. And I don't like when people say that about athletes, because they're supposed to be student athletes all their lives, right? So they should be learning something and have some more depth to them than just what they do on and off the field. And it just seems like to me, man, even when Jason Whitlock makes a good point, it seems like he's playing the clickbait. You have to look, if you want to look at who he's going at right now, Royce White, a longtime collaborator with him on Fearless, they're at odds right now over the Israel-Hamas thing. And, they've been going at it for like a week or so now. I ain't going to get too deep into that, but you can check it out. It's all up and down the timeline. If you go to Royce White page, you go to Jason Whitlock page, you can see they're back and forths. And, Jason Whitlock, I get it. I know you're in the media business, but just your constant attacks on Coach Prime. I even criticize him on here, but you just go on and on and on because you're seeing the engagement that it brings, and it's not real criticism. And that's part of the reason Royce White is getting on you. He's saying if you want to talk about real stuff like Israel and Hamas, don't spend so much time talking down on Coach Prime. You either one or the other. You talking about sports or you talking about this, but you can't be in the middle of those things, and more so leading to Coach Prime and then try to throw something serious in there. So I think the way he goes about it is different than even Marcellus Wiley. Like, I think Marcellus Wiley has some great points, and he'll say the unpopular thing that's correct sometimes. Sometimes our people are like zombies in the way that we chase trends and go with the popular thing. We scared to ruffle some feathers sometime. And I ain't talking about on some hating stuff. I'm talking about what someone needs to hear, tough love. And so when I hear Marcellus Wiley talk, and I don't agree with everything he says, but a lot of the times, he does make a good point, and you can see how he got there. Jason Whitlock seems like a lot more clickbait to me, but let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, peace.